I'm in a slump-ish. Hear me out. I don't know what to read at the minute. As you can tell from my videos, I've been reading a lot of horror, and that's felt like really serious. And I don't really know where to go from there. So what I was thinking was, for May, let's get out the trusty TBR jar prompts, and hopefully it might just help me figure out what books I'm going to read for May. And I don't have to think about it, because that's the main thing. I don't want to have to think about it. So, first thing out of the is over 600 pages. Hold on. Is this over 600 pages? I've got a couple that are quite large books. No, it's not. That's not going back in. Ha-ha! I found one. Okay, so I've got the Hierarchy duology. It's been on my shelves for a while. I actually didn't think this looked like a 600 pager, but it is. This is 684, 684 pages long. So this will be my first book. So The Will of the Many by James Islington, however you want to pronounce his surname. I haven't actually heard it said out loud other than other people. But this is one that I've been looking forward to reading quite a lot. If you haven't heard of it, it's one that's based around the Roman Empire, but it's on like a different planet. The Catalan Republic, the hierarchy may rule the world now, but they do not know everything. I tell them my name is Viz Telemus. I tell them I was orphaned after a tragic accident 3 years ago. And that good fortune alone has led to my acceptance into their most prestigious school. I tell them that once I graduate, I will gladly join the rest of civilized society in allowing my strength, my drive, and my focus, what they call will, to be leached away and added to the power of those above me, as millions already do, as all must eventually do. I tell them that I belong, and they believe me. But the truth is that I've been sent to the academy to find answers, to solve a murder, to search for an ancient weapon, to uncover secrets that may tear the Republic apart, and that I will never ever cede my will to the empire that executed my family. To survive, though, I still have to rise to the Academy's ranks. I will have to smile, to make friends, and pretend to be one of them and win, because if I cannot, then those who want to control me, those who know my real name, will no longer have any use for me. And if the hierarchy finds out who I truly am, they will kill me. So this is the Broken Binding Deluxe Edition. I still got the... So that's my first one. I'm going to pick about 4. I've got some time off in May, so hopefully I might read another one. So, worst cover. Oof. What have I got that's the worst cover? What cover do I dislike the most? The cover that I dislike the most, I actually got this recently. It's a Callie Hart book. So this is Blood and Roses, Volume 1. And I don't think that's great. I don't know, there's something I just really dislike about it. I mean, it's got a skull on it. I don't know. I'm just not that fond of it. I've got a lot of pretty books, and I think that this is potentially scraping the barrel, but yeah. What happens in the dark never stays in the dark. As one of Seattle's most dangerous and feared men, Zeth Mayfair always carried out the jobs he was sent on without a second thought. Drugs, guns, dirty money, all fair game. But even his warped moral code has its limits. When Zeth's employer decides buying and selling kidnapped women is a lucrative sideline, Zeth's usually uncomplicated life suddenly becomes very complicated indeed. And his biggest complication goes by the name of Sloane Romera. Sloane desperately needs to find her sister, and she knows she can't do it alone. Zeth is terrifying, scandalously hot, and comes fully loaded with a terrible attitude and a wicked smile. It also looks like he's Sloane's only hope. Can she work with the guy without getting herself killed, losing her job, or falling head over heels in love? I think this is supposed to be a bit of a dark... This is supposed to be like a dark romance. So she's been... Callie Hart obviously does the Quicksilver series. And... or the Fae and Alchemy. Is it called Fae and Alchemy? Editing me, tell me if it's Fae and Alchemy. But this is a bit of a departure because it's not fantasy romance. Next one. Dystopian. Oof. I don't think I've got anything dystopian at the minute. Do I have anything that's dystopian at the minute? Oh, I've got I Who Have Never Known Men. This is dystopian. Deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage, watched over by guards. These women have no memory of how they got there. no notion of time and only vague recollections of their lives before. As the burn of electric light merges day into night, and numberless years pass, a young girl, the 40th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in the corner. Soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in the strange world that awaits them above. It's supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic book. So we'll take that one, and we need one more. I've got a couple of smaller ones, which is good considering I pulled a 600-page book at the beginning. All right, what have we got? This better not be another one. We need something that's got a 4.0 on Goodreads. Dagnabbit, hold on. Fourth book then is Of Blood and Fire. This has got a 4.06, so I'm taking it. It's got a 4.06 on Goodreads. And I've had this for a while. This was a present for Mother's Day. This is the Broken Binding publication that you could get in Waterstones. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I didn't pre-order it and I thought I was going to miss out on it. But however, it was in our local Waterstones and I was very happy. Blood and Fire, tempered in blood. Etheria is a land divided by war and mistrust. The High Lords of the South squabble and fight, only kept in check by the Dragon Guard, traitors of a time long past who served the Empire of the North. In the remote villages of southern Etheria, still reeling from the tragic loss of his brother, Caelan Briar prepares for the proving, a test of courage and skill that not all survive. But when three strangers arrive in the village of Milltown with a secret they are willing to die for, Caelan's world is ripped from under him, and he is thrust headfirst into a war that's been raging for centuries. There is no prophecy. His war was not foretold. He bleeds like any man, and bleed he will. Do we want one more? Let's pick one more. See if we can get through 5 this month. Subbox book. Okay. So I've got quite a few. So let's have a look what we've got. So we've got 2 fantasy. We've got a dystopian and we've got a dark romance. Now, hold on 2 seconds. I think I know which one I'm going to do. I'm back. Jitterbug. This was the Starbright. I was trying to think what it was called. This is the Starbright sci-fi box from Illumicrate pick. And it's a beautiful edition. So I think this is the one that I'm going to read. Jupiter and Saturn are gone, and a mysterious force has built a huge habitable sphere from their ashes. When criminals try to lose themselves on this new frontier, I can't say the name. I've tried to say the name 3 times. Copernicus Brown and the crew of his sentient ship, Jitterbug, get paid to hunt them down. But when Brown rescues Amber Roth, sole survivor of a pirate attack, the Jitterbug and her crew find themselves the target of powerful political factions who want control of the data chip hidden in Roth's stomach. And all the while, something vast and ancient creeps towards them from the depths of space. So, May, we have got Jitterbug, which is a nice sci-fi book. Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill, which is fantasy. I Who Have Never Known Men, which is a dystopian post-apocalyptic book. Blood and Roses, Dark Romance by Callie Hart. And we have The Will of the Many by James Islington. Okay, should be a good month. I will obviously talk about these a little bit more in my Q2 wrap-up, which will be the end of June. But I'm hoping these will get me out of my slump. Let me know if you've read any of the books below in the comments. I would love to know which ones are your favourites. And I will speak to you all next week.